Hello you wonderful people. Ever wondered how to make crispy pork crackling at home or crispy pork belly? Well, I've got the secret for you today. We're going to make chicharrone or chicharrone, however you pronounce it, but it's the ultimate crispy pork snack or tea. No fancy seasoning, just pure pork belly goodness. And to go with it, a fresh and zesty homemade guacamole recipe that's a simple, delicious and packed with flavour. Stick around because this one you are going to want to try. Before I take you through the recipe, please, as a YouTuber building a community, your engagement means the world to me. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. What recipe should I make next? While we get started, please let me know in the comments what's your favourite pork belly dish. There's so much you can do with it. Talking about which, have you seen my recipe for Chinese crispy pork belly yet? Please do find that and have a watch. Before we cook, let's prep the pork belly. If it's got bones, we're going to want to remove them now. Some people may prefer to do this after the initial boil. I'll leave that up to yourself really. But we're going to use a sharp knife and carefully work around the bones, keeping as much meat and fat intact as possible. It's actually easy to debone the pork after boiling as the meat does soften and pull away from the bone more easily. But since we want an even cooking process and we want everything to be nice and crispy, we're going to do it beforehand in today's recipe. Now I'll be honest, my deboning technique isn't the most graceful. I have a lot of pain with my hands and so I just have to work with what I've got. So you'll notice I'm nowhere near as smooth as the average person. So apologies for that, but just one of those days. Don't worry, the pork belly still tasted amazing. So we're going to start by tenderising the pork before we deep fry it. We're going to get a pot of water on the stove and in goes our deboned pork belly. A red onion which has been chunked, it doesn't matter, large chunks or halves is fine. A few black peppercorns and a couple of bay leaves. We're going to bring that to a gentle simmer and let that go for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, just enough to break down the fat and make sure we get rid of any sort of residue that's lying around the pork. And it's going to also ensure that we have that crispy outside, tender inside when we fry. Once this has been cooked, okay, we're going to drain it well, pat it completely dry with a kitchen towel. As you'll find out later, moisture does affect the deep fry and can affect the crispiness of the pork belly. So we do need to make sure it's really nice and dry. We're going to sit it out in the fridge for at least 1 to 2 hours. It does honestly help it crisp up even better when we fry. No time for the magic, but at quite a distance. We're going to heat up a deep pan of oil to around 180 degrees C or 350 Fahrenheit. We're going to carefully drop in the pork belly and let it sizzle away. We're looking for that deep golden crispy perfection. It takes around 7 to 10 minutes depending on the size. If you've got smaller pieces it could take as little as 5. However, do be warned, when frying you will get some serious oil spit if deep frying. This happens because even though we've dried the pork, small amounts of moisture still trapped inside that fat, which turns to steam when it hits the hot oil, causing it to pop and splatter. A deep pot, a splatter guard, will help keep it safe. The sounds might sound a little bit scary, quite loud pops, but do not let that put you off the recipe. By the way, are you aware the Spanish word chicharrón means crackling, which is presumably a reference to the sound that this makes when you are frying it. Once they're puffed, crunchy and irresistible, take them out, drain them on paper towels and get ready to eat. Now, if you do wish, you can do these in the air fryer. So once they've been dried off and refrigerated, okay, we're just going to stick them in a 200 degrees centigrade or 400 Fahrenheit oven. Air fryer, not oven, air fryer. We're going to place the dried pork belly pieces in a single layer and we're going to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to shake the basket every 5 or so minutes and we may even wish to stop that counter early. We're just looking for when the pieces are looking golden and crispy. Okay, and then we'll take them out and let them rest for a minute. So air fryer or deep fryer, doesn't matter, take your pick. So you can do this whilst the chicharrone are cooking or while they are in the refrigerator cooling, but we're going to make that delicious, simple, fresh guacamole. No fuss, just clean, bold flavours. In a bowl we're going to mash together 4 ripe avocados, 2 to 3 small tomatoes which have been diced, a handful of fresh coriander, the juice of 1 lime and a good pinch of salt and pepper. Give it a mix, taste it, adjust it, do what you want with it. You want it tangy, add more lime. Want it more punchy, add more salt. Want it spicy, add some chilli. That's it really, fresh, vibrant and the perfect dip for those crispy pork belly bites. And there you have it, crispy golden chicharrone or chicharrone. Please do let me know in the comments how it's pronounced. I've heard both versions. With a side of fresh zingy guacamole. The contrast is unreal. That hot and cold mix or that crunchy pork and creamy guacamole. It just works and it's delicious. Don't forget, wherever or whenever you're watching this, give it a thumbs up, share this with your friends and don't forget to subscribe for more mouth-watering recipes every week. Hit that notification bell, drop a comment below, tell me your favourite way to enjoy pork belly, and the only question left to ask really is, what's on your plate tonight?